Hello my fellow freedom builders and welcome back to the channel. Now in this video I again, just as last week, will make both a portfolio update and give you 3 new swing trading candidates. I know that the update and the candidates usually are combined in, split up in 2 videos, but due to some holidays and vacation and stuff, I decided for a couple of weeks to just merge them. But from next week they will be separated again. First of all, the YouTube swing trading portfolio here. As I mentioned, I have sold out a bit. If you can see here, my positions are only linear and NVR now, one in the negative, one in the positive. I had closed a bunch of trades here in the positive here. If we look at the summary of the strategy here, as you can see, I have not really taken much of a drawdown. We did make a new low here at 0.89% in drawdown. That is nothing. The market is at 2.4%. That is also very low at max drawdown. My total return is now 4.13% and the market has dropped to 6.73%. So what I'm quote unquote hoping for, of course I'm not hoping for a drop in the market. It's always funnier when things go up. However, at some point there will be a drop in the market. It could be 5 or 10% or whatever, even more. And at that point, I will probably be sold out of my stocks, have an exit on all of them, and then the market will tumble down, and I am staying in break even or in neutral until we get some new swing trading candidates. So that also, that actually looks very good, a very decent Sharpe ratio in Sortino, but as I mentioned for you before, we cannot really use these numbers for anything right now because that the market has almost only gone up in the time I have tested this since back in end May here. So what I hope for is that my swing trading portfolio can keep going up and that the market maybe can go a bit down here, but I will catch up to the market at some point. All right, let's have a look at the stocks that we are going to have a look at this week as swing trading stocks. First of all, one that you might not have stumbled upon before, that is the Ferguson. And if you know just a little bit about this company, you know it's a fairly good and solid company here. We can see that the estimates have gone up. We can see they have a stock score at 96. The PEG ratio, which is the PE ratio combined with the expected growth, is 0.9. So that is very good. We like it to be below 2. Also, the numbers down here are great. Return on capital, return on equity, all in all, a very solid company. And as you know, I'm not necessarily choosing the most solid companies for the swing trades. However, I do like to see a company that is not on the brink of bankruptcy. So let's have a quick look over here at Ferguson. As you can see, very good solid long uptrend here since back in October 22. And right now we are kind of in the middle of this regression channel. So it looks fairly good. And if we look at the TPI chart, here we can see that has gone into accumulation oversold and we are in a long-term good solid uptrend here. So basically, as always, what I like to see is a good green day with some momentum and some volume behind. I haven't entered any of the trades from last week because I didn't really get the right entry, the good green candle where I really felt that things were going in the right direction. But maybe Ferguson can be one that can be added to the portfolio. The next one here is Watsco. That is the air conditioning and heating and stuff. You might know them. Again, a very solid long uptrend here. We can see there in the lower part of the regression channel without having broken completely down. And if you are one that likes to draw these areas here, you can see, that we are close to a support area here. And if it bounces here, I would be more than satisfied. If you look at it over here, VSO, here we come, Watsco. We can have a look at the fundamentals first. They come here and you can see 94 in the stock score. That's very solid. Nice PEG ratio. Both Ferguson and Watsco have expected earnings per share growth that dip into the negative here. And that is okay if you have seen the summary of the earnings season so far, with 85, I think it is, % of the S&P 500 stocks having reported earnings now. You know that the average drop in their earnings per share is around 5.2% on average. However, it is going in the right direction, and they are doing a bit better than expected, many of the companies. Watsco here, they are expected to be growing again next year, and overall quite a solid company, and nothing wrong with taking a swing trade in this one. So if it can bounce up from the bottom of this channel, Watsco might be a good candidate for you. Here we can see that it is actually in a green long term, it is in a green weekly, and we are in an oversold accumulation phase here on the daily, so it could be the right time to take a swing up here. But as you know, I do like to see some confirmation first. Last one I am 100% certain that you know, and that is NVDIA. I've drawn one long channel here on the regression channel, but actually some might want to take one channel here and then saying it is accelerating so quickly here that we are actually drawing a new accelerated trend channel from here. That is the way I usually do it, because it is a bit strange taking this trend here and this trend in the same trend, because it accelerates quite a lot. If we do it this way, we are in the bottom on the regression channel right now, which I really like to see, and a decent green day would make this a fantastic swing trade. However, we should be aware that earnings are coming soon, and that is something I definitely consider when taking swing trades. If we got a good green day today, I might take it and hope for 2, 3, maybe 5% up until before the earnings. But with the earnings, we have seen this these last weeks, and the response from the market to these earnings, I will probably not hold a swing trade over earnings, because we have seen everything from plus 40% to minus 50% or something like that as a result of earnings, and that is not the kind of volatility I would like in my portfolio. If we look at NVIDIA over here in my stock scanner, and as always, there's a link to my stock scanner. Sign up in the text below the video here, or at least to the waiting list, so that we will notify you as soon as we go public. As you can see here, we are in a good long-term green trend, and we have been that for a very long time. And as you know, I mentioned in several videos, we could actually have entered down here on a very good buy signal, and then depending on your strategy, either taking the entire way up here or at least taking part of it. But right now, if we zoom a bit more in here, you can see we have gone in accumulation oversold on both the weekly and the daily, which means that a decent day now on NVIDIA will definitely make it a good swing trading candidate. So Ferguson, Watsco and NVIDIA are the candidates this week. Remember, as always, use your own strategy, your own due diligence, do your own due diligence, use your own risk management, and so on and so forth. This is just as an inspiration so that you can look further into these stocks. That's all for now. Take care of yourself and your money out there, and I'll talk to you again shortly. Bye.